videos I showed you back again with another how to play. Today we're looking at how to play 10 down. This is by Odd Hackwalder and CSC Games. I believe this is out of print. Unfortunately, I was lucky enough to find one. It's not easy to find. The object is to win these tokens, and you do that by collecting sets. It's rummy styled. So look at that. In the game, you get, there's 50 tokens, there's 100 number cards. Yeah, you got purple, yellow, green, red, yellow, I think I said that, orange, no blues, surprisingly. And they're all numbered 1 through 10. There's no wild cards or anything like that. I do recall I bought this one used, so it's a little bit warped. It is what it is. We then shuffle. You also get these 10 missing cards, which we'll get to in a bit. And it says if your birthday is closest to October 10th, 10/10, you go first. And play to your left is the dealer. They shuffle a number of cards and deal out 10 cards to each player. It is, by the way, ages 8 and up, 3 to 5 players, so we'll do 3 players. I believe that's 10. Perfecto. The rest of the cards go here is a draw deck. And you're going to take 3 cards and flip them face up beside the draw deck. We'll put these missing cards aside. These are 3 draw piles, is what they are. If you're doing 5 players, you're going to flip over 4 cards instead. Now, these missing cards are only used for color missing mode. We'll leave that aside. It's more complicated, I suppose. But basically, the gist of it is you're trying to get in your hand, 3 red, 3 orange, and 4 yellow, for instance. Which is only when you become more familiar with the basic game. So we'll stick with the basic game. So when it's your turn, you're going to draw 1 card. You're going to discard 1 card. You can draw either from the draw deck or one of the draw piles, and you discard a card onto one of the draw piles. It's funny to note that you may not discard to the draw deck. That is kind of funny that they mentioned that. There must always be 3 draw piles, or 4 in a 5-player game. If there's not, you must put another card down. So for instance, if you take this card, you're going to have to flip one and put it in its place on your turn. If you take a card from the draw pile, you are allowed to immediately discard it. You don't have to keep it. But if you take one for here, you have to keep it. At least until the next turn. It's similar to other card games like Uno. Alright, so what you're trying to do in this game is complete a set of cards numbered 1 through 10. When you do that, you put your cards down, say 10 down. It doesn't even have to be your turn, if I recall correctly. It has to be on your turn, sorry. I'm thinking of a different game, I do apologize. So when it's your turn, if you get 1 through 10 in your hand, you go 10 down. And of course, it has to be numbered 1 through 10, 10 cards. And if you get cards in sets of 3 or 4 that are the same color, you get bonus points for the runs. If you get all 10 in the same color, you get 10 bonus points. Actually, you don't get points, but you get the tokens. And you get the tokens right away. The colors don't matter unless you're using the color missing mode. in which case you're trying to get tokens of certain colors, obviously. So for instance, I'll start here. I got 1, 2, 5, 6, another 2, a couple of 3s, 1, and a 5 and a 6. Okay. So, I mean, I'm going to take one of these 4s. That looks good to me because that gives me a run of free. I'm going to discard, let's say, this yellow 1. Next player is going to go. Look at their hand here. And figure out what we're going to do, obviously. So he does have, wow, okay. So, I mean, for this player, taking this yellow 5 makes a lot of sense. Maybe they discard this red 4. And this player's going to go. Look at the cards. You want to set them up, obviously, in some kind of order. So let's see what this guy has. He's got 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's just say he takes the 4. I will discard an 8. My turn again. Let's see again what I have. Nothing great, unfortunately. Well, I mean, I got some stuff. I will draw a card. It's a 3 in yellow. Okay. Well, that can slot in there. And I will discard this green 3. Why not? Well, this guy needs a 3, so he's going to take that and he'll discard a red 1. None of these are really helpful to this guy, so he's going to draw a card. It's a red 2. Not exactly helpful. You might as well discard it. My turn again. Yeah, maybe I decide I want this purple 8 in case I find a purple 7. I'll discard this red 5. 3. Okay. Well, this guy's going to draw this 2. He's going to play this 7. And he's going to go 10 down because he has 1 through 10. Now, what happens when that happens is he's going to get a token for completing the 1 through 10. If he has a run of 3, which he does, all in the same color, he gets another extra token. If he has multiple runs, let's say he had a 1, 2, 3 in green, he would get another token. If he had 6, 7, 8 in yellow, along with the 5, 6, 7, he would also get another token. And again, you can have multiple runs. So if you had 2, 3, 4, 5 in green, that's 2 sets. That's 2, 3, 4, and 3, 4, 5. And then the purple 7, 8, 9, that would be another set. As an example, if you have all 10 cards in the same color, which is not easy, you will get 10 tokens. You get all the money. Because you will get, the reason you will get 10 tokens is because you would get 1, 2, 3 is 1, 2, 3, 4 is 2, 3, 4, 5 is 3, 4, 5, 6 is 4, 6, 5, 7 is 5, that's 8, it's 9, and that's 10, because you get 1 for each set, plus the 1 for going 10 down. But that's only if you get everything in the same color, which, like I said, is not the easiest thing to do. Next, once the person has gotten 10 down, all these cards are taken, they're shuffled back into the deck. These players keep their cards, and this guy gets a new set of 10 cards. And 3 cards are dealt up. Ooh, look at that. And play continues. And you can continue doing this until somebody has gotten 10 tokens. So if you get 10 down, you win immediately. So getting 10 down is if you get 10 down and all the same color, you will win immediately. Nobody here is going to do that right now, although, you know, it depends on the cards. And you can try to hold off and try to do that, or you can just try to go 10 down as soon as possible and get your points. But yeah, 10 tokens is what you need to win the game. So if you get 10 down, all in, say, purple, for instance, you win the game immediately. Otherwise, you're going to score tokens and keep going until one person has 10. It's not the most complicated game in the world. Obviously, the color missing mode, after you've played the basic game a few times, you can play that. You're still trying to collect 10 tokens, but you're trying to get this specific colored token, so free red, free orange, and 4 green, for instance. That's 10 tokens, and you're trying to get one of those colors. And of course, each missing card is different, as you can see. So that adds a little bit more of a challenge as well. So yeah, that is 10 down. If you want to know more about the color missing, just let me know in the comments, and I could tell you more about it. But this game, of course, is out of print. It's a little harder to find. But I thought I would look at it. I think it's pretty cool. So that is that. Comment, like, subscribe. Let me know what you think. We'll see you next time more. Thanks for watching.